action. Junior Quiñones in the blue corner, Khorie Wynt in the red. A touch of the gloves and they're off. Slip, a straight up slip. Khorie Wynt, the longer fighter, looking to stay at range, but Quiñones looking to get in and out.
Yeah, especially Khorie being, you know, over 6 feet, man, he definitely got to utilize that range there, just similar to what we saw in the previous fight in Daniel Dawes with Brian Mucho. You want to utilize your long range strikes that seep to the body there, keep your opponent at bay every time they try to charge in, and just pop your jab and see what comes of it. If every time your opponent goes to charge in, you just pop them with a jab underneath the chin, or if they charge even further closer to you even more than with a teep to the stomach, man, that's going to do more damage to themselves.
Yeah, long limbs of Khorie Wynt. If he can keep him on the end of that jab, there would be a significant distance advantage. But Quiñones showing an ability to close that space and be in a good in-between where Khorie can't really get long with him as of yet.
And that's it for the first round here. Fences, no technique or just don't throw anything at all. The bright lights, especially here in the small, intimate club sway setting, can get to them, but not these two young gentlemen.
We'll see who can get into their game plan a little bit more, or get into their skill set a little bit more here in the second round. I don't know that they're game planning, you know, one fight. They just want to get to the things they're good at.
Yeah. I think Khorie Wynt, man, he's just trying to play the long game and utilize those long rims and that reach that he has with that jab. And I think Junior Quiñones has, man, he's just trying to, you know, bulldog his way inside. He's looking for a knockout. Khorie needs to keep his hands with him and stop the showboat, man. This fight is too close. Before that punch, man, this fight is too close. Too close to call thus far for him to be showboating. He needs to just keep popping that jab and put a little bit more on it. Pop the nose and snap that head back there of Junior Quiñones. Junior, man, he needs to slip that jab a little bit more, man. Utilize his head movement. Don't just want to charge in there.
You know, something to keep in mind is judges are looking for clean strikes, not just volume of strikes.
Yeah.
Granted, you pay a tax for all strikes.
But it seems as though every time that there's the opposite between these two gentlemen, every time Khorie is throwing his strikes out, yes, it's landing it, like you mentioned, this volume, but every time Junior is coming forward, it's causing Khorie, you know, to stop and rethink and reassess and shell up. But every time Khorie is throwing those strikes there at Junior, man, it's causing Khorie, man, to, you know, shut down just for a brief second. I still don't know who's winning this fight so far.
This is where those the details of like the cleaner strikes starts to come into play.
Yeah. Who's being more effective?
Who has the higher volume of kicks?
Yeah, kicks, especially this being a kickboxing bout. Whose strikes are throwing their opponent more off their game? If I can land, you know, 10 punches on my opponent, but if he's still coming forward, then that, you know, how significant is that? Whereas if I land, you know, 3 or 4 really good shots and then it forces my opponent to stumble, well, then that plays definitely a significant role in the judges' scorecards there. Those teeps are doing very well there for Khorie Wynt. After he throws those teeps, when Junior comes back in, I want him to throw long-range combinations with the punches. Use those kicks to set up the punches.
Quiñones got to be careful. You don't just get to start adjusting your equipment.
No, you don't. It's a good thing that the ref there, she was nice to call a slight break in the action. A minute left. Both these fights need to crank it up a little bit more. Now's not the time to be patient. Now you need more power, more volume behind those punches. The one thing that Junior Quiñones has for him is that he's constantly pressured and continuing to come forward, whereas Khorie, a lot of his shots are landing, you know, as he's going backwards. See, he lands a strike, circles around backward, lands a strike, circles around backward, and Junior Quiñones is just coming straight after him. Junior needs to follow Khorie less and cut the cage off. Otherwise, Khorie's just gonna, you know, walk away with this one here as he's going backwards.
This one will go to the judges' scorecard.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the judges have reached a decision for your winner. Out of the red corner, Khorie Wynt.
Congratulations to Khorie Wynt, picking up the decision victory here. Combat Night Fort Lauderdale.